Hello students, my name is Mr. Listinsky, and today I will be walking you through Canvas. Canvas is one of the great online tools that we're going to use quite often, whether you are attending middle school classes in person or if you're in our virtual classes this semester. So let's start with the school website. That's where you'll want to go to start. You can find that address right here, nacs.k12.in.us. From there, click on Students. And on the left-hand side, about the fifth one down, you'll see Canvas. All right, so that's where you'll click. And then there's two links available. One would be for the parent page. You won't need that, but your parents might. And then this link right here will send you to our Canvas page. It's very important not to just type Canvas because it will send you to a generic page that's not specific to us. You want this link, nacs.instructure.com. But we'll teach you a faster way to access that. So right away, when it pulls up the screen, one thing I would do is go ahead and bookmark this tab. That way you have a bookmark right here. You can click on this anytime you want to go to the Canvas logon screen, and it'll just be a lot quicker than going through the school website. Okay, let's go ahead and log into Canvas using your username and password. That's the same username and password you'll use for virtually everything in middle school. So let's go ahead and log in. Okay, let's work through some of the main things that you'll see on this first page. On the left-hand side here, you have a couple different areas where you can click. Over here, this is your account. This is where you could change your picture. This is where you could set up notifications, tweak your profile a little bit. A couple different areas you might want to check out there. We're actually on the dashboard page right here. The next one down is where you can see all of your courses. So let's click on that real quick. So under published courses, that's where you'll see your class lists. They should already be up there for you and able to be accessed, but you can also click down here to all courses. And there may be some other courses that you want to add or even take off. On the left-hand side here, it'll give you a full option of all the different courses you may be in. So let's say I want to add a course. I want to add, economics or CMS track. I can add those. Or if I want to take one off, I'll take off 8th grade social studies for now. You can take it off temporarily. So when I go back to my dashboard, those changes should be made. The next item down is your calendar. If we click on that, you'll see all the calendar events we have going on. One thing I will say is the more classes you have, the more cluttered this may be, so it may be helpful to look over here, and as you click off these boxes, it will actually take away some of the events or add them back in. So you can kind of adjust the calendar as you want. You can see one class at a time, or you can see all of them at once. Just know that sometimes it might get a little bit cluttered because all of your classes are in there at once, but don't worry about that. So look, we're going ahead and leave CMS football up there for now. Unclick the rest, and there you go. There's a list of the daily events you have going on. Homework assignments might be posted on there. There could be a variety of information on your calendar. The next important function is right here, which is your inbox. This is going to be where you can communicate with teachers very quickly and very efficiently. Some teachers will want you to email them, but some would like you to use Canvas messages. I know that I personally like Canvas messages. I use it quite a bit. So over here on the left-hand side, anything that's marked with that little blue dot is an unread message. So I can click here and read a message from one of the other football coaches we sent out to our football team. So all your unread messages are over here. If you have a message that you no longer need, you can click on it and delete it. And then if you need to, right here, this would be where you compose a new message. So you would click there, you would pick your course. So I'm going to go ahead and go with CMS football. You can pick who to message. Could potentially be other students, or it could be teachers. Let's say I want to message a teacher. I'm going to message Mr. Wood. I could put a subject in there. I can write out my message. I can attach something. I can put in video or audio down here. And then when you're ready, just go ahead and press send. So this is going to be a great way to communicate with your teachers. I know a lot of teachers, including myself, prefer that messages are sent on Canvas because I'm faster to respond to Canvas messages than email messages. So just talk with your teacher and understand that expectation, whether they want you to email or they want you to use Canvas Messenger. But this is a great way to communicate with your teachers if you ever have a question. So I highly recommend using it whenever you need to know something. Okay, so now I want to show you some of the basic navigation of one of your classes. So this might be what a normal class would look like with this kind of introductory page and then a bunch of buttons we can click on. I'm actually going to start from right to left. These three buttons over here will be helpful. This button right here I'm not actually going to click on, but this is where you can view and change the notifications you receive for class. So if you want to get emails or text messages sent, that's where you can go in and change those settings. Right here we have View Course Calendar. You can click on that and see the calendar events coming up for this class alone. So when you click on that, it will open up your calendar and show you what's going on with this class. And I'll show you the View Course Stream. This will show you some of the recent activity for this class. I posted a discussion, so you click down there, you can see that I just posted a discussion. It'll show you those. It will show you messages. It will show you recently graded activities, so that's a great place to access and to look at from time to time. There's also, let's go back, your to-do list, which is upcoming events that you have to do within a certain time frame. So you can check that to see upcoming homework assignments that you may need to submit. Over here right in the middle, some teachers will have navigation buttons. So there's no links built into this picture, but below that I have buttons for announcements, assignments, a page to contact me with my contact information, course information, which is kind of like a syllabus, the grading policy, a link to PowerSchool, and a e-learning link. This will vary from teacher to teacher, so some teachers may have a page like this with setup links, but others won't. And that's okay, because over here we have another place to navigate the web page. So first off, we have announcements. A lot of teachers will post announcements with the upcoming activities or kind of a weekly agenda with homework assignments. So talk to your teacher and figure out if they use announcements, because that can be really useful. Modules is probably one of the most popular places for teachers to organize their actual lessons. So this is where you'll see text and videos and quizzes and maybe discussion boards and a lot of the other activities that the teachers will typically do in Canvas. So this would be a module for me. And last year during early e-learning, these were the just day-by-day agendas of what we did. And these are actually called pages, which I'll talk about next. So some of your teachers will use modules, and they'll let you know if that's the main place that you should be going to look for assignments. Some teachers also use pages. My page, let me click on View All Pages. My Pages tab is kind of cluttered because it's just a little bit of everything. So I don't organize my information there. That's just where I create pages. I use modules, but some teachers may use pages, so you'll need to know that as well. Down here we have discussions, and that's where teachers will sometimes post discussion boards, just another type of activity that teachers may be using. Quizzes are a popular activity that teachers will use on Canvas. So I have a lot of all of my quizzes located here, but I build those into modules, so you don't actually have to click on this for my class, but for some classes you may. And then the last two features I want to talk about with Canvas would be online textbooks. So for example, I'm a social studies teacher, so we use Discovery Education. Science teachers will also use this. So you click on Discovery Education. I believe since I'm on Student View, it won't let me pull it up. Nope, but this would be where you could click and actually log into your online textbook, and your teachers will explain how to do that. And then English this year is going to use Connect Ed to get access to their online textbook. And there's a couple different types of textbooks that will use Connect Ed. So if you needed to use, if a teacher told you to go there to access their online book, that's where you would click as well. So those are some of the features of an individual Canvas page. Over here, you can kind of see what to do and when to do it. Over here, there are some links to different information, but then there's a lot over here as well. The main key with navigating any Canvas page is just talk to your individual teachers, because there's a lot of different ways to set up your individual page. So send them a message, use the inbox to send them a message if you're ever unsure, or just pay attention and ask questions about where you can find different pieces of information. So that's all we have right now for Canvas pages. For my next video, I'm going to show you how to use PowerSchool. PowerSchool is going to be where you can check your grades. You may also see grades in Canvas, but your official grades will be stored in PowerSchool, so that's always where you want to go for that official grade. You can also check some attendance information. So let's go ahead and click on Students again. We're back on the NACS website, same address. Click on Students, and then you will scroll down to PowerSchool, same place on the left-hand side, but click on PowerSchool. And that will actually take you directly to the login page. So once you log into PowerSchool, it will take you to the grades and attendance page. This will probably be the page that you look at the most. It has your class schedule here. And once grades start coming in, you can click on these boxes and it will show you the individual scores that you've gotten on assignments, as well as there will be links to look at any teacher comments. So I recommend keeping up on your grades daily, clicking on that information to see what grades you get, and just knowing how you're doing in the individual classes. There are other options over here on the left-hand side that you may want to check out. Your grades from previous years or previous semesters. Your attendance history can keep track of your absences and tardies. There's also a listing over here on the right-hand side for that. Teacher comments that typically come out around report card time. You can click there to see those. And then down here, there's a couple other options you may want to look at, including your schedule, school information, transportation information. That might include your bus number, and then your locker combo. If you ever forget that, you can log into PowerSchool and look up your locker combo. So a lot of different information you can find here, but definitely check on your grades. If not daily, then at least weekly. Click on them individually and see what score you got. Then if you ever have any questions, go back to Canvas and send your teacher a message just to inquire what's going on. So PowerSchool is a great source to keep up on your grades and to see some of that information regarding your class schedule or other school information. And then Canvas is going to be where you do a lot of the school assignments. So I hope these videos have been helpful. Have a good day.